Hi, welcome to my video on finding the derivative using the explicit and implicit method of derivatives. Let's look at the example here and work out the derivative with the explicit differentiation and implicit differentiation. So the equation is xy plus y equals 1. We're going to find dy dx by explicit. So the equation is xy plus y equals 1. And to do explicit differentiation, we have to have y as a function of x. In other words, y is on the left and all the values of x are on the right. So we solve for y, so we will remove the y here because it's common. So it's x plus 1. And y is equal to 1 over x plus 1. So y is a function of x. But let's change this to x plus 1 to the negative 1. Rather than use the quotient rule, I use the power rule. So just as a review of dx on the y, the derivative of x in terms of y is dy dx dy on the y. So we have dy dx. Derivative of y in terms of y is a 1. So we have dy dx. I just wanted to show you that again. So the derivative d dx on the y becomes dy dx. And we got the power rule, so the negative 1 goes in front. And this decreases by 1 to become x plus 1 to the negative 2. Negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2. So dy dx becomes negative 1. And x plus 1 to the negative 2 is 1 over, so it's x plus 1 to the 2. The reciprocal moves down, negative exponent. So that's the derivative using the explicit, where we solve for y. Implicit, the equation is, I'm just going to solve it. I don't need to solve it for y. So I'm doing the derivative of x, y, that's the product of f and g. So the derivative of x is 1 times y plus x times the derivative of y. Derivative of y is dy dx, 1 dy dx. Now we do the derivative of the y, so that's the same as dy dx. Derivative of a constant is 0. So we simplify that y plus x dy dx plus dy dx. So we're solving it for dy, but there's two of them, so we'll keep them together. Dy dx, x dy dx plus dy dx. And we move the y to the right, become negative y. We'll factor, because there's two of them, so we'll factor out dy dx, because they're common in each term here. So we get an x plus 1. And it's a minus. So dy dx is equal to negative y divided by x plus 1. So notice that explicit gives me this expression and implicit gives me this expression. They will give you the same answers when you do the derivative, and I'll explain that first by taking a point. So if you take the equation and you let x equal 0, so 0 in this equation, x is 0, so that's a 0, so y is 1. So the point is 0, 1. That's the point that lies on this curve. So if you take the 1, 0, 1 and sub in here, so dy dx, x is 0. So we have negative 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 squared is 1. So we have the derivative is negative 1. So we take this one at the same point. So the point is 0, 1. And we take dy dx and sub it into the implicit differentiation. Y is 1, so it's negative 1. X is 0, so that gives us negative 1 over 1, which is negative 1. So we get the same derivative each time, even though the two expressions are different. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, notice here we have x's and no y's. So if you continue on and take this value of y, we found the value of y right here to be 1 over x plus 1. So negative 1 over x plus 1 divided by x plus 1. So I'm replacing y with 1 over x plus 1. So that's over 1. So that means that negative 1 over x plus 1 times reciprocal 1 over x plus 1 will give us a negative 1 over x plus 1 squared. So this will give you the same derivative of a negative 1 as this one here, but this one is in terms of x and y, this one is only in terms of x. But I've shown you that this does work out to be the same expression. So I did a point and plugged it into each of them to show you the derivative is the same, and I changed the y to an x and simplified it to get the same expression. So that's doing it explicitly and implicitly. But again, explicit differentiation is only if you can solve the equation for y. So most of this calculus or derivatives I'm going to do now would imply implicit differentiation. So that brings us to the end of the video, and if you like my video, click the like button, click the subscribe button. Visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content. The content on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained. Just one word. Thank you for viewing my video. Hope the video helped you. Bye-bye.